It's exciting. I don't have words.
The SeaSafe event is all about conservation.
Beautiful section of the Indian River right here.
Director of Project SeaSafe. We are expanding, growing.
A wonderful location that we already have clams at. We put them here about a year and a half ago now.
You work hard, you want to be rewarded, and you want to see the fruits of your labor.
Let's go. There you go, baby, right there. This year, they wanted them here to take people fishing so they could experience what this place is all about.
Reel, you got him. Reel. Hard.
Oh, there you go. My guy.
The fishery here is fantastic.
Look at that.
That was some work, brother.
That's called putting in a day of work.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about, Brush. There we go.
Got the momentum. We've got a lot of good people behind us. There's no stopping what we've got now. Hell yeah.
Good deal.
That was awesome. Tell you what, I can get in and I can hand some stuff down. We got our pools, our baby pools.
My first experience with the SeaSafe event was last year. We had it up in Merritt Island at Marker 24, and I was blown away at what a great event it was. The SeaSafe event is all about conservation. It's all about water quality.
You know, Cory's done a great job of taking a top-down approach to really affecting her backyard. And it starts with one person. One person tells another person. Then you need a little fuel.
We're bringing all of our mangroves, our oysters, our clams. We've got all the crew in, helping, pitching in.
Keeping our water quality up to par, it should be on everybody's top priority list, because without it, we lose everything we've come to love in Florida.
It's exciting. I don't have words.
We are in Grant, Florida at the Old Fish House, which is this wonderful property. And what we found out is the owner is also somebody who is really into clean water and the Clean Water Collective that we're trying to put together.
So here we are, we're gonna put 4 million more out by a drone, many thousands out by hand. We're gonna put thousands of mangroves into some pots with some volunteers. We've got CCA out coming to do oyster work. We've kind of got it all going on. Conservation, conservation.
I respect Cory for taking the initiative to really make an impact on those things that are closest to her that she is so passionate about.
So make sure you bring the kids over there, check out the kids' corner.
For Project SeaSafe, we are expanding, growing, and bringing more awareness and more action to this lagoon than we've ever been able to do. Millions of clams going in the water, mangrove transplanting, CCAs doing oyster gardens. Just an amazing event going on here. And
you know, these guys, we grow them in a laboratory, in an aquaculture facility, on window screen trays.
I am an associate professor of estuarine biogeochemistry, which is a long way of saying environmental chemistry.
All right, cool.
Y'all ready to see them planted?
Let's see it go.
Check this out.
All right.
We've got the drone flying clam dispersal today. So you get to see the heavy lift drone putting out, we're gonna put out 3.5 million clams today by air, which will be pretty neat. We're gonna put out a couple of 50,000 small clams, you know, fingernail-sized clams, under nets right here at the dock where you can see them from the restaurant. So clams fit into this equation in a really unique way. Clams are like the unsung hero. They're down in the sediment, they're doing their thing, but they do something very unique, and that is they trap algae. As they filter all day long to breathe, they take in all those algae particles, and they can't eat them all, so they spit some of them back out. And the cool thing about it is when they spit them back out, they're in little clumps or aggregates. And those aggregates are now food for something. And it's like the best food possible. So crabs and other animals, even fish, can access the aggregates of algae that the clams make. And that's where the linkage is to really plugging the clams back into restoration.
you don't realize it, but juvenile clams and even full-grown clams are a major food, or were a major food source for this area and this lagoon. And by not having that food source, you have less fish. You have no mullet, you have no fish. You have no bait, you have no food, you have no animal.
We're protecting it mainly so that our kids' have a smidge of what I have. I live on the water, I work on the water, I play on the water.
All this work we're doing for the lagoon and to the lagoon is, it's self-serving. We want to use it. We want this resource to be a top-notch resource so that my kids' kids can go have a fun day on the lagoon.
Girl is tireless, she's a bulldog, and she is out there really fighting to maintain that backyard environment that she grew up with and she lives in every day. And what she do on her day off? She goes and catches fish.
Local knowledge is brought to you by Mercury, go boldly. Penn, let the battle begin. Yeti, built for the wild. Seakeeper, once you feel it, you'll never boat without it. Seagar, the inventor and perfecter of fluorocarbon fishing lines. Starbright, clean and protect. Simrad, Hooker Pumps, and by bdoutdoors.com.
The difference between this year and last year is they actually had some of the local guides, the native guides to this area, like Alex, like Blair. This year, they wanted them here to take people fishing so they could experience what this place is all about and why it's worth protecting.
Dear Lord, put that big old snook on the end of my river here is beautiful, and not all the people that came to the event are from here. A lot of them are bass fishermen. A lot of them only do saltwater fishing. So to come and be able to fish this fishery and see just how good it is, it's just a complete different angle.
You want to come back here real slow, and
Okay.
it's like up with the wind.
Oh, okay. More like a lob
Yeah.
versus
Slow and high. And then
Slow
when you
and
get
high.
the rod right here, you want to snap it pretty hard.
All right, Mr. Snookapoo comes rolling up.
And it usually takes a while to get a bite.
And that was special for me because I've worked with him for years now. He actually worked for us at one point, and now he's out here doing his own thing. This event, it's our 4th year, and each year it's grown substantially. This year, it's obviously bigger. I was very fortunate to fish with him, and he knows this river up and down. That's really tight.
It needs to be super tight.
Okay,
'cause
it's tight.
When you get hooked up, I gotta
be able to get him
You
out.
gotta pull on him.
All right. Oh, nice.
That worked out.
That worked out. Bail open?
Closed. As soon as you feel him
All right.
thump it,
Yep.
reel into him and set the hook.
Okay.
He gets eaten, you'll know it. It'll
He
be a trout.
definitely got
trout or
nervous.
snook. You might get a jack, but probably
All
a
right.
trout or snook.
Oh,
Get him! Oh! You gotta crank it real down. Hard.
I can't move it. There you go.
Pull him hard right. Work him right. It's going out in the open like it might be a jack. But... Mr. Jack, by the way he hit it.
Come on, Bubba. Yep.
Yeah,
There he is. Come on, Bubba.
I'm coming.
Oh, I met him.
Gotta start somewhere.
Gotta start somewhere. Look at that. It's a start, right?
Better than nothing.
Amen.
Let him go.
Let him go.
Unless you want sashimi.
I mean, I like sushi. She's like, hell no. Lady, I'm gonna swim another day.
If the jacks are there.
Let's do this.
If the jacks are in there, the snook are in there.
Beautiful section of the Indian River right here, and it's shown a lot by what we're doing with the clam restoration work in Grant over at Hog Point, and then back here at the Old Fish, and how well that stuff grows in this area.
So Gregor and I had a great day out there. We got the panga in the water, and
There's your weapon, sir.
UT full.
I say we maybe make use of your conservation director of Project SeaSafe, Cory Redwine's. This was freshly pulled out of a tree along with a bunch of line from the canal back behind their house a day or two ago.
You work hard, you want to be rewarded, and you want to see the fruits of your labor. What's the tide swing here?
So the further you get from the inlet, the less and less it gets.
But I would also say when we were out on those boats, and as you know, those were workshops for us. You know, some of the guys we're with, every one of these local guides is also a local biologist. They're part of the program, they're committed to it.
They are beautiful. You can see this, the long prop roots sticking down from that red mangrove. And that's one of the big hurdles that we deal with through new swell restoration is so many new people are coming to Florida and they don't realize how important one simple plant can be.
So the fishery here is fantastic.
It's gonna kind of crab walk us like this.
Everywhere you pull up, we have been finding big schools of just the biggest snook that I've ever seen in my life.
There you go, there we go. He's coming out, he's coming out. Keep reeling, keep reeling.
Dude, all of a sudden I heard this sound and I'm like, what is that? I'm like, oh, it's my line
Line
exploding.
was peeling across the top of the water. If he goes to wrap around it. Thank you, sir.
You understand why people want to come to this area.
Yeah, I think we should just for the sake of it. Jamie, if you could throw me that net at your feet.
It's been fun, but it also represents an area that we put a lot of clams in and a lot of effort into as well. So again, we've been able to see some of the cool benefits and how everything's kind of come along.
Yeah. Look at that.
That was some work, brother.
That's called putting in a day of work. That's what it's all about. That's why we're doing restoration work. That's why we're doing conservation work.
It was super exciting to see all the people going out and enjoying the river and all the fish.
We're gonna let her go, let her reproduce, bring us more fish, more fun.
I really think this helps connect people to the work they are doing and why they are doing it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, baby.
Let's go.
There you go, baby, right there. Who's washing my boat today? Applegate got him another monster, boy. That's bigger than the other one, dude. There we go, dude. That one's bigger. God almighty, I can't get him in the net. That one is a beaut, buddy. Nice.
Local knowledge is brought to you by Costa Pro Series, Aftco, any fish, any water. Rapala holds the world record for world records. PartsView.com, your marine parts and outboard superstore. Abyss Battery. Casa Vieja Lodge. Experience 5-star angling in tropical Guatemala. Satfish, the science of being lucky. The Saltwater Angler, Key West. Ocean's Edge Resort and Marina, Key West. And by Gulp.
Does this look familiar to you?
It does. I think if we go right around the corner, this is where I have my clams.
Right there. Yep.
There's literally, they'll be like all mangroves, and then there's one little house right plopped in the middle.
So this year's Project SeaSafe was a little bit different than last year's too. Not only was I coming down and taking you guys out in our backyard and showing you kind of what we do, but we got to bring some of the other members of this event down. So anytime you're fishing up really tight to the mangroves don't grow into the ground until you get really far back in them. So 99.9% of the time, you can hold your rod tip low, get it as low in the water as you can, and you're still gonna catch the fish. He's not gonna rub you on the branches and break you off, because those mangroves, you know, they look real smooth and all, but they're not. They're incredibly sharp. The one thing that was really cool was I got to take Cory. We actually fished right next to where her clam beds were at. So, you know, for her to go see how those are doing and see it from my level, like, hey, these fish coming in here and they're doing their thing. Reel, you got him, reel, hard. Stop, he pulled it out of his mouth. So look, you got an angle on the rod.
Okay.
Oh, he's on there. Oh, he was on there the whole time.
Okay.
Reel. Just reel, don't pump. He's out.
Okay.
Nice and easy, it's a good one. And don't point the rod at them, always angle away from them so you don't get frayed off. Getting out and really putting that effort in to show everybody instead of just telling you about it. You know, it was a really, really neat little event.
Well, there you go, my guy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at that. Beaut. Project SeaSafe. Look at her.
That's a good one.
She's a good one. Love that.
Came out of the bushes easy after that.
Ooh, my heart's like dong, 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 dong. Yeah, we pulled her over. Stop. We're gonna let him go.
We let them go either way.
That's right. We do. You're right.
It was an event that is and should be very close to my heart and everybody's heart who cares about the ocean, who cares about the waterways.
Hell yeah.
Good deal.
That was awesome.
Because this event is really all about preservation.
Out of all places.
Under the mangroves.
Under the mangroves, that's right. Under the red mangroves. See? They were just waiting for me. Got the momentum. We've got a lot of good people behind us. Restaurants, organizations, Start Right, who I work with. There he is. Pew! And there's no stopping what we've got now. I mean,
it makes people want to participate more, you know?
Get him. Oh, she's a pretty one.
It's out of sight, out of mind is a very real thing, you know? If you don't go to the river and you don't look at it and you don't enjoy the benefit of having it.
There she goes. Dude.
Getting it done?
Yes, sir.
We missed on that.
There was a snook slime.
You caught a little baby snook with me last time. We were in a little different area. This time we're gonna try to catch a little bit larger fish. You may catch one anywhere from 30 inches. You may catch a fish of a lifetime. God, that felt good.
That is gratifying. Golly.
Look at that snook, buddy.
Look at that, man. There he is.
It's a miracle what happens when all comes together.
Little variety, I like it, Huey.
I pulled the hook and you got it done.
Good job, man. You put me on him again.
Look at the spots, man. That's one of the prettiest redfish I've ever seen. They're putting it to you, buddy.
He turned like that, like someone's gonna chase him.
That's what I'm talking about, buddy.
Look at that.